Here are 20 Easter eggs and secrets you missed in Atlanthian City's Part 2 update. There are tons of references and memes. Let's go check them all out. Starting with number 1. There is a SpongeBob reference in the Arenado trenches. If you look to the left of the entrance of the Lost City, you can see 3 little houses on the rocks, which is a reference to Patrick's house, Squidward's house, and SpongeBob's house, being the rock, the moyai, and the pineapple. And that is just one of 20 secrets. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe, become a member for a shout out in all my videos, and let's get on to secret number 2. These next few secrets can only be seen once through the storyline cutscenes. During the sleepover, you can see 2 things on the kids' shirts. One of the things is the Kabunga Coffee logo from the Kabunga Coffee Cafe in Cheshire Town. This is a knockoff Starbucks logo, and it's a cool reference to the cafe in game. The second shirt says when it's done, and I'm pretty sure we all know the saying when it's done, as whenever we asked for when part 2 was going to come out, the developers, especially Jamie, just replied with when it's done, making the community really mad after the 20th time someone said that. And it's really funny to me that it pops up in the first few cutscenes of the story. Basically a screw you to all the players that were outraged. The next secret is in a submarine shot. The submarine that Mr. Ferrex uses is based on Bezelgeuse the Loomian. I love it when vehicles are based off Loomians. And there's another secret in one of the shots where you can see 5 entrances to Atlanthean City, and now we know that the submarines enter through 5 different holes, each labeled with different numbers and letters, and it leads out to the ocean where you can find Loomians. As in the next secret, we can see Goppies and Benfinos roaming around in the ocean in one of the cutscenes. We don't see Loomians in the water often. The only fish roaming around we really see is Moldeca, and it's cool to see that the ocean shares a lot of different Loomians. And in the Arenado trenches, we can also see Moldeca's offspring roaming around in the ocean as well. Moldeca's offspring isn't really a secret, but the Goppies and the Benfino were hidden in the corners, so I'd consider it as a secret. And no, Moldeca is still not in the game, which is outrageous. The next few secrets and Easter eggs are pretty important, and they're in Mr. Ferrex's mansion. On one of the paintings, you can see a man with a power fruit covering his face, which is a reference to people who take selfies and cover their faces with emojis. I think it's pretty goofy, and it's a funny little Easter egg. In one of the cases, you can see an Infernix fossil. Infernix is my favorite Loomian, and it's a cool little Easter egg to see. In another case, we can see a crystal-like shell thing. The same crystal can be seen in the arcade. People theorize this would be a soulburst crystal. It still could be, but for now it's not a soulburst crystal. But it's just very random and odd to see being protected in a case. Now for a big secret. There is a 4th dog statue in the cases. We had one in Igneous Hollow, we had one in, I believe, Gale Forest was a location, and we had a 3rd one in Lotus Sun Beach. Now there is a 4th one locked in Mr. Ferrex's mansion, and this one's a bit different because it has an electricity Tesla pole connected to it as well. So maybe that's hinting that one of the dogs is electric type. So far we've had hints for fire, water, and grass, so maybe there's a dog for each typing, or maybe it's just those 4. We are still yet to know what these statues actually do, but I'm sure it's going to be crazy towards a later date. The final secret in this room is actually a statue with armor. These statues can be found all around the Arenado trenches, and they were like guards for the city really. There are 2 guard statues in the distance above where Moldeca slumbered, and it seems to be guarding a little temple area. Maybe we can go there in the future, but their civilization did get destroyed by one of the roamings, I believe, in the story. And in the murals right here, we can actually see what the Atlantis kind of location looked like, where those people were guarding. So the triple-headed roaming destroyed this place and basically killed all the guards and soldiers. Remember how I said a submarine was based off Bezelgeuse? There is another submarine based off of Samarine, and this is the submarine that the Pollute Corp uses, which is kind of like a reference to Team Rocket because they usually drive Pokemon-based vehicles underwater like Magikarp and Gyarados, and the bad guys in this game are doing that as well with Samarine, which is kind of funny. A more evil-looking Loomian. In one of the final cutscenes, we could see Protagon blast open a door with a massive laser gun, ultimately hitting itself. This Protagon actually turns into a Halloween Protagon and collapses into the ground, as a cool reference to the Halloween event that never happened. Although Llama Train Studio has said there will be a Halloween event in a week or 2, it is odd having a Halloween event after October, but it looks like we might have a 3-week Halloween event in November. In some juicy dialogue we find out after that event, we find out that the next battle theater will be an ice type battle theater, and will be placed in Frostvale City, which is a reference to Pokemon Brick Bronze's place called Frostvale City. And in the same bit of dialogue, as a bonus secret, is that Atlanthean City is actually Anthean City that got knocked down into the water. So Pokemon Brick Bronze and Loomian Legacy's storylines are linked. And we get even more proof with a big reveal of Tess coming back to Loomian Legacy. Tess was in Pokemon Brick Bronze and was one of the main characters, and she teleported through the Pokemon Brick Bronze portals. I thought Hoopa would come out, but then I realized that a lawsuit prevented any Pokemon coming in, and Tess popped out, and the whole community went crazy. Tess appeared in some nature area with Prope, Frittles, and Babors, and on her back was all 8 badges from Pokemon Brick Bronze in corresponding order. This is such a cool reference, like having all 8 badges from the old game, and it's just so cool to see that Tess is actually back, and so much stuff was gonna go down. In the dialogue, she said she's searching for him, and I assume she's searching for Jake, because Jake is also from Pokemon Brick Bronze, and the lore is gonna be juicy. Did you know that Duskit is regarded as a demon in Loomian Legacy? In some dialogue in the storyline, Mr. Ferrex uses Duskit's name in a funny way, and this saying basically means Duskit is like a demon. Here's some more lore on Moldeka. Moldeka slumbered for years and years underwater, similar to how Zakuta reacted, which means that something has disturbed it and something has gone wrong. I believe Moldeka was trying to protect the Soul Heart in some way, but when the Soul Heart shattered, Moldeka changed directions towards the battle theater. Moldeka is no longer circling around Atlanthean City, and the place where it slumbered was where all those baby Moldekas were. And this also reveals that Moldeka is not a roaming or a mythical, it is simply a fully evolved form. Well, it could be a mythical like Manaphy and Fione in Pokemon. There's multiple of them, but they're still called mythicals. But I believe we're going to have an event similar to Pokemon Brick Bronze, where we'll find an egg on the beach, and that egg will be Moldeka's pre-evolution, being one of those whales floating around. So maybe that's how we get Moldeka in the future. Here's some more confirmation that Anthean City existed in this timeline. There is actually an Anthean City fan that fell from the sky into the ocean, which we can see rusting in Arenata trenches. This is so cool. Like, this fan held up Anthean City in Pokemon Brick Bronze, and it's a nice little touch for us. In Arenata trenches, we can see these statues right here. And these statues are 3 girls in the exact same clothes. Why are they in the exact same clothes? We don't know. At first glance, I thought it was Dr. Vanta having their own statue underwater for some reason. But these girls have got 3 different hairstyles, and these could be really important characters in the future. This one's got her hair out, this one's got her hair in a bun, and this girl's got some little braids going on. These people could be the creators of Loomian Legacy. That was one theory I had. Or these people could be the protected princesses of the land, as this place used to be a civilization. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Those were all 20 secrets in Loomian Legacy's Atlanthian Part 2 update. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a pretty big video. I made sure I try and get everything. If there are any more secrets, let me know in the comments. I might make a follow-up video as well. And let me know what you guys want to see next. I could do a tier list full of Gleamings, a Mythbuster video, PvP videos. Just let me know in the comments. This update did take 18 months, and I had the same avatar 18 months covering the updates. Here's a small reference for you. I've got the Ace Disc saddle equipped because my first video to actually blow up was about the Ace Disc saddle. And that's all I have to say, really. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.